The way I look right now with this crazy hair and huge bags under my eyes sums up very well how I feel right now.
It's the second inaugural meeting of the Artemis Survival Committee.
It is splash day.
Hello and welcome back, guys. Sorry for the lack of videos the last few weeks. We've been working hard on an exciting new project which we can't wait to tell you all about very soon. In the meantime, here's where we left you last, on the island of Leros in the Dodecanese, with another lockdown on our hands. We spent the first half of winter in an apartment on the island of Leros. We alternated between paid work and cycling to the boatyard to get on with boat jobs, so it was pretty full on. We did take a few days off though.
Is he in your way? Go on, you can have him, no worries.
Because I'm going for a walk outside. It's coronavirus, don't you know? It's full protection.
Does coronavirus hit you in the head?
You just never know these days. We're on tier 4.
So the hotel that we're staying at while we sort the boat out has an orange grove attached. They just can't use all the oranges they grow.
This is awesome.
How cool is this?
The fall is coming, I can feel it. The breeze brings goosebumps to my skin. Tonight the whiskey feels stronger. Gasoline on hidden desires. So I'll throw.
What's going on, Emily?
Going for a Christmas Day swim. The water looks cold and murky, and I don't really know why we're doing this.
It's kind of cold, a bit brown, grey colour.
It'll be alright, I'm excited. Come on, let's get in.
A bit warm.
Let it burn.
You're going to open it for her?
Yeah. Smalls, I think this one's for you. She can't possibly have known that was...
She asked me what the cat
She
likes.
can't possibly have known though that was tin foil. Oh, she's so excited she doesn't even know what to do with herself. You ready? Are you ready?
And that's her night.
After a pretty cold and stormy winter, we were excited to move back on board, even if we were still in lockdown in a boatyard. It was easier to get on with boat jobs without the long cycle each way, and boy did we have a long list of jobs to get through. Over the course of the 2 winter seasons, we did basically a full refit of hot chocolate, leaving only a few things untouched. Knowing every inch of the boat inside and out has given us a lot of confidence in our home, and we've learnt so many new skills throughout the process. We didn't record everything we did, but here are a few highlights from our time out of the water.
The way I look right now with this crazy hair and huge bags under my eyes sums up very well how I feel right now. We are so close to the finish line. In about 2 weeks, Greece is going to open up, and we have, I mean, if we were taking it slow, I guess then maybe we still have a month left of work, but we are just trying to rush it all through so that we should be ready to go back in the water when Greece opens up. But I don't know if we're going to make it. We just want to so bad. This was never the plan, to be still stuck in the yard. But yet again, we've taken on a lot more really than we can chew. We have literally, I listed the jobs we've done to a friend that I hadn't caught up with for a while, and they were like, so you're basically doing a whole refit of the boat. And I was like, well, yeah, it does sound that way. We hadn't actually intended to, but we've literally, every area of the boat has now had so much love, and we have basically just done a whole refit of the boat. without really meaning to. So I guess that's a good thing. In a way, we should feel quite proud of that, and definitely happy that she's got the love she deserves, but it has been an interesting experience yet again. No, we were doing fine. The first half of the winter, we sort of took our time a bit more, and we were a bit more relaxed with it, like we said we were going to be last winter. And then it just transcended into chaos, so now we're on the final stretch, but not really feeling like it's the final stretch and rushing to make it the final stretch. So we haven't filmed. A lot of what we've done is quite boring, but I think what we'll do is we'll do like a little sit down and talk about a lot of the things that we've done, and we've just filmed the fun things. Things like the fridge breaking and Adam rewiring it all is not so fun, but yeah, we'll do the fun things we've done and the upgrades, because that's exciting. Right, I have to get on with a long list of jobs. See you soon.
One of the big jobs we did over the winter was replace all the hoses. A lot of them were badly worn and simply not safe any longer.
Adam, I don't know how I feel about you bringing so many hose back to the boat.
That's the only reason I got a boat, was for all the hose. People said get a boat and you'll get your hands on a lot of hose. These aren't just any hose though, this is red hot hose. This is 110 degrees sizzling, boiling hose. I've got most of what we need now, which is good.
What are these hose for?
Unsanitary purposes. Dirty hose. These are for the toilet, for the head, and this is for our hot water cooling loop. Hot water cooling loop, I guess you could call it that, but it makes domestic hot water when you motor. And then all the Jubilee clips and stuff that we need, and some cable. The only thing I didn't get was the one for the bilge pump, because I can't find the bilge pump. But that's okay. And I've got splash dates.
When?
4th of June, 2 weeks on Friday.
Okay.
We could have earlier, but they asked us when we wanted. I get the impression they've got quite a lot of availability.
Oh, really?
We're allowed to pick a time and all sorts, so maybe we can go back and push it up.
Woohoo!
2 o'clock.
Okay.
Although they said be aware, that means your last splash of the day, so it's whenever we get to you.
Right, okay.
But roughly 2 o'clock on Friday the 4th. 2 weeks from now. 13 days actually.
So we'll
it's
be
Saturday.
back in the water for Tiny Cat's birthday.
Yeah, which is when...
We also had a lot of cabling to tackle as we were upgrading our battery system on board.
We have just fit our new depth sounder. Well, we haven't actually fit the depth sounder yet, we've just fit the
tube.
The little tube that holds it in, which was exciting. So we used the old hole. We put a layer of epoxy around the old hole to make sure it was sealed, and then it's literally as simple as you just Sikaflex it in.
Feels a bit wrong, doesn't it?
Bit scared. So yeah, but it's a fancy new depth sounder, because last season our depth sounder stopped working, which was very inconvenient. So this one does lots of fun things, like it's also a log. We've never actually had a log that works, so that's nice. And it also reads the temperature, I think. Does it read the temperature?
Yep.
And
so it's depth, speed, in a little paddle wheel, and temperature, all in one. Not that we'll really use sea temperature, but we'll take it. We don't really use the log, to be honest. I wanted to get the one with the ultrasonic log, so you don't have the little paddle wheel to clean, but it was about an extra £100, and I ended up deciding I couldn't suck it up. So this one's got a little paddle wheel.
we're meant to anti-foul it.
Yeah, you are, but you can't use normal anti-foul either.
Oh, really?
So for anyone who hasn't seen one of these bad boys before, give them a close-up of that. That's how it works. Instead of being a separate transducer and paddle wheel, they've just got half a transducer and a paddle wheel instead.
Huh. Weird. So that could get plugged up with...
Yeah. Well, you can show the...
But, look how cool this is. It's got a little flap thing. Oh, you won't be able to see it.
You won't see it, will you? Normally, when you take it out to clean the log, you have it... water rushes into the boat, and it's standard procedure, but it's scary every time. This one comes with a little valve, so it seals itself, so minimum amounts of water get in while you
It's really
do
exciting.
the little hot swap dance.
I hate it when all the water comes rushing in the boat.
We also replaced our wind gauge and swapped the mast headlights to LED.
An update from me. Currently they are doing the rigging for us. They're fitting replacing the backstay, which is the oldest bit of the rigging on our boat, hasn't been replaced that we know of, and the two, what do you call them?
Sorry?
What do you call the shrouds they're replacing? The
Shrouds?
Yeah, but are they the shrouds?
Yeah.
What are they, all shrouds?
Yeah, shrouds.
They're replacing two bits of the rigging, basically. The least important bits, I think, but they'd been tightened to their limit, so we couldn't, and they were loose, so we needed to replace them. Yeah, so that's being done right now, which is really exciting because it's taking us one step closer to being back in the water.
At a set time each day, the yard let one of the guard dogs run around, which meant we needed to lock Tiny Cat away. Unfortunately, due to the lockdown, we didn't have much choice with boatyards, but this one was definitely not cat-friendly. While we were there, we were witness to a really sad incident where someone's cat was caught by the dog in the yard, and we were very worried about Tiny Cat the whole time we were there. Tiny Cat was oblivious to it all and had a wonderful time jumping from boat to boat and sleeping during her little lockdown.
The second inaugural meeting of the Artemis Survival Committee. How to survive Artemis Liros Boatyard and actually get back in the water before you die.
We've been weekly meetings.
Daily.
No, Thursday mornings are our weekly
Yeah.
Artemis Survival Committee meetings.
Mondays are supposed to be to get lost, but we haven't been very good at that.
No, we've not done that at all. Mostly
it's
Adam's
good because
just
I don't really get to do many meetings or in the rest of my life, so I'm glad we found ways to fit them into my personal life too. Thanks for that.
Yeah, but you like the meetings with me.
I'm just trying to eat my poor little salad wrap in peace, you know.
I made Adam a salad and he's having to eat it while he works.
Yeah, I'm flat out.
Even the smallest jobs can become hours worth of work.
Right then. It's in between. Oh, so annoying. In between six and 7. Okay, so it must be some nonsense imperial measurement. Sorry to the Americans listening. And I bet it's one of the two I'm missing. 732 or 316. Because 5/32ths. How do you Americans do this? 5/32ths of an inch is not correct, and I've already tried the 1/4 inch and it's too small. And then the next thing I've got is this 3/8 of an inch, which is obviously way too big. I've got these guys that I found in the cupboard, which sort of fit but obviously aren't exactly right. Not that one, way too small. That's a reasonably good fit. But not a very tight one, so I don't think we're going to be able to get anywhere. We're just going to strip the key, or worse, the nut. Too small. small. Small, too big, and obviously too small. Actually, looking at it, it kind of just looks like the nut is stripped already. So if that's the case, we might be looking at a new shackle, swivel.
We did tons of smaller jobs, each with their own unique challenges, like replacing the very corroded anchor chain, servicing the teak, replacing all the through hulls, replacing the centre board bushings and cable, sewing new interior cushion covers, and so much more. But probably the biggest job of all was painting Hot Chocolate. When we bought her, her paint was flaking and some patches had just worn off altogether. Obviously this doesn't look great, but it also left her more exposed to the elements, so we decided it was time she got a makeover. It took about a month in total, with Adam working evenings and weekends and me working pretty much full time.
It is nice.
We were thrilled with the results though, and it was definitely a job
ready to
worth
start
doing.
painting, and we're going to put the colour on the boat finally. Did about 4 coats of primer and sanded it all back. It's looking really nice now. Adam thinks we should just leave it grey like an army boat. I do not. So yeah, now's the scary part. See how this goes. I'm just listening to a really funny audio. It's really hard to concentrate on the painting.
When we get to that bit of the boat, it's all just squiggly lines. We know why. Thank you. I would say, as in we've done all the checks and everything, and we think we're ready to go back in the water, and we don't think the same mistakes as last time are going to happen, but it's time for a whole new set of mistakes.
Yeah, we've changed a lot on the boat over winter, so we're nervous about that. And also there's been a few things that we haven't been able to install in time, which is a bit annoying because we've sort of half fitted a load of things. But we're going to spend tonight on the dock side where they drop us, because we're the last boat in, and hopefully we can get some of those last minute jobs cleared away before we leave, and hopefully we don't sink or set on fire.
Neither of these things. They're both very possible though. Just going to go fit the bow thruster so that we can actually get out of the channel, because we're going in facing astern, and apparently it's a really narrow little channel with rocks in it and stuff, and we just don't steer astern. So I'm going to go and like ghetto rig the bow thruster
No, you're
so
not
that we can
ghetto
get
rigging
out.
it, are you? I thought you were doing it properly.
Yeah, okay, I am doing it quite properly. I just wanted to add some drama for the folks at home, you know?
Well, don't, because you know what that does to me. Can you please just not ghetto rig it? Can you just do it properly?
Yeah, we just do it properly.
Okay, thanks.
Normally you have to do this whole dance when you go in, because there's little stands supporting the boat, and obviously you can't paint underneath them, so you have to prepare your paint and be ready and everything, and it's loads of extra stress and something else to think about on splash day. But here they've just done it for us, which is really, really nice of them.
You're doing it now?
So the gentleman's just doing it right now.
Thanks for watching, guys. We really hope you enjoyed. If you did, don't forget to like and subscribe. A huge thank you to our wonderful patrons for all of your support. These videos wouldn't exist without you.